regret in MMA that we never got to see Fedor fight in the UFC when he was in his prime.
That's true.
If I could have one fight in their prime, Fedor, Kane Velasquez.
Oh, that would be
in their
a great
prime.
fight.
Oh, my God.
Great
in
fight.
their prime. That would have been incredible.
Great.
Incredible.
Actually, Kane was an amazing fighter.
Bro, that guy had a gas tank that was superhuman.
Yeah.
So for a heavyweight, it didn't even make any sense. You would see guys just fall apart. They would just wilt.
Pure boxing style.
Pure
also.
boxing style, great wrestling, incredible chin, and just indomitable will. Too tough for his own good, which is why he wound up, like, towards the end of his career, his body had deteriorated so much.
Yeah.
He had so many back injuries, neck injury, shoulder injury, knee injury. There was
Actually, what's going on with him? He's in jail right now. He's not.
Yeah, he got sentenced. He got sentenced to 5 years. And the judge said this was the least amount he could sentence him. He didn't want to sentence him.
Well, what happened to him? Do you know that? No.
Yes. So Kane's son was going to daycare, and there was a man who molested him at daycare. Kane found out about it, chased the man in his car, and shot at him. He tried to catch him in his car and shot at him. Kane gets arrested. Kane stayed in jail. The guy gets arrested, and he got out on bail. I don't know what's happening with the guy. I don't know if he's been sentenced yet or what.
Oh,
but
crazy.
This guy molested his son multiple times. I don't know how many times. But he did what every father would have done. If you're not a father, you do not understand the murderous rage you would have if some man molested your baby. You don't understand. It's you would see red in a way that no one can describe to you unless you're a parent. That fucking anger is, I mean, if there's ever a plea for temporary insanity, that's the plea. If there's ever a person who could justifiably say, I was temporarily insane, it's a father that's chasing after someone, especially a man who molests your boy.
Wow. Yeah.
Everybody understands it. Everybody understands it. He should have never gone to jail. He's not a threat to society. He's not a danger. He shouldn't be in prison.
No.
And he already did 3 years. He was already in jail for 3 years.
And he has been a great example for so many upcoming guys, like for the new generation.
Yes.
I don't know why guys like him have to end up in the jail for something like that.
Exactly.
He didn't rob anyone. He didn't.
Exactly.
I don't know.
Exactly.
Crazy.
It's horrific. It's horrific. You know, I mean, I just don't understand it. It's I mean, the judge's hands were tied. He had to make a sentence, and this is I think the minimum amount. They were trying to give him 30 years. Yeah, for attempted murder, because he was just shooting at this guy. And obviously when you're driving and shooting, you could miss him and kill a bystander. You know, it's very dangerous. But also, the guy was in a murderous rage for a good reason. For a good reason.
Of course.
And if he killed that guy, the world would be better off. That's my feeling.
That's
my
true.
feeling.
That's also
Yeah.
true.
A guy like that walking around and molest children should be dead. That's just my feeling. All this thought of, I mean, there's a bunch of people on the left here in the United States that they have this crazy way of looking at pedophiles. They call them minor attracted persons. They want to make it a protected class and say it's, you know, it's like someone being attracted to someone of the opposite sex or someone being attracted to someone of the same sex. Like, no, it's not. No, it's not. You're victimizing children, the most vulnerable and protected people that we have.
Of course. You can't even talk to the kids about something like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
About like, I heard so many crazy things about that topic that
I know.
Let's leave
it right there. Or we'll just get in trouble. Yeah, I mean, kill them all. That's how I feel. Kill them all. Anybody who wants to do that to children, there's no reason for them to exist. You're just going to ruin lives, and not just their lives, but you're going to ruin all the people whose lives they ruin because they're all fucked up now. You know, you kill so much potential from a human being to do that to a baby. It's just insane.
Wow.
It's just fucking insane. So that's unfortunately the story with Kane right now. And, you know, he was out for a while. And once they let him out, he was coaching at AKA. And, you know, he's an amazing coach. And
we hope that they're gonna think it again, and they're gonna give him the freedom he deserves.
Yeah, I mean, I hope Trump pardons him. I mean, that's what I really hope.
I hope so,
Dana
too.
makes something happen with that. Maybe that's possible. I mean, that might be the best option. But anyway, in his prime, Kane Velasquez versus Fedor. That's my biggest regret, a fight that we never got to see. Because when Fedor was fighting in Pride, you know, and this is before the UFC was really huge, right? Because they were huge in Japan in like 2001, 2002. They were filling stadiums in Japan. When the UFC was just sort of emerging in the United States, it really hadn't hit its peak until 2005.
And why do you think that they never bring him to the UFC?
Well, they tried.
Yeah.
But I got to be careful how I say this. So Fedor was controlled by some Russian people that were very rough men,
Okay.
as it were, you know, gangster-type characters. And they had a bunch of negotiations with the UFC, but they were very unreasonable demands. Like, they wanted part of the promotion. They wanted to own a piece of everything. They wanted a lot because they knew that with Fedor they had their golden ticket and they wanted to play it out as much as possible.
Okay.
And negotiations were very intense and very, very confrontational. They got bad where Dana had to up his security. It got pretty,
Yeah?
it got heavy. Yeah. These are dangerous people. These were dangerous people. It got, yeah. I can tell you more off air. Yeah.
Wow, I didn't know that
Yeah.
story.
I'll tell you more off air. You should talk to Dana about it. It got crazy.
Wow.
Yeah. They were rough
That's
dudes.
why.
Yeah.
Because I always thought, like, why they don't bring that guy to the UFC? Because it's going to be so fun for the fans.
They wanted to co-promote. They wanted to be a part of the promotion. They wanted more than they deserved. They didn't just want Fedor to get paid. They wanted to get paid. They wanted to make a lot of money, and they wanted to get their hooks into the UFC.
Got you.
Yeah, Russian gangsters.
Yeah.
Yeah. I get it from their
crazy
perspective
how
too.
they rule like everything.
Well, Pride was run by the Yakuza, you know, so it was Japanese gangsters and Russian gangsters. They speak the same language. You know, it was, they got along fine. But then when they came over to the UFC was like, that's not
This is
how
not the
we
place.
do it over here.
Yeah.
No, we'll give them a lot of money.
Yeah.
We want them to fight in the UFC, and it never took place, unfortunately.
Wow,
Yeah.
so crazy.
Yeah, so he's about to fight again. Fedor's going to fight bare knuckle.